Welcome to the Explainer. We're going to talk about something today that, on the surface, sounds incredibly dull, but I promise you, it is secretly the master key to a much more exciting life. We're going to dig into how this simple and, yeah, kind of boring habit of saving money is actually the most reliable path you can take to real personal freedom. But let's just be real for a second. For a lot of us, maybe for you, saving money feels like a penalty, right? It's the no you have to say to going out with friends, the no to that cool thing you saw online. It feels like you're actively losing out on something right now. And that feeling, that little sting of missing out, can make saving feel like a total chore, or even, yeah, a punishment.
But here's the thing, it really all comes down to a huge mental shift. It's about perspective. On one hand, you can see it as all the negative stuff. Restriction, sacrifice, just plain boring. Or you can see it for what it truly is. You actively buying your own freedom, your own future options, and your own sense of control. One mindset builds you a cage, the other one hands you the key.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? This reframes the entire conversation. You're not just hoarding cash. You are making a transaction. You are buying two of the most valuable things on earth: choices for your future self and less anxiety for your present self. You're trading a little bit of fun now for a whole lot of power and peace of mind later.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty good in theory, but what does buying options actually look like in the real world? What are these magical choices you're supposedly getting for every dollar you stash away? Let's make this really tangible. Let's walk through a few scenarios that your so-called boring savings habit can unlock for you. So, first up, picture this. You are stuck in a job that you absolutely dread. I mean, you get that sinking feeling on Sunday night. It's just draining your energy, the environment is toxic, and you can feel it affecting your well-being. But you feel completely trapped, right? Because you need that paycheck. The anxiety is just this constant hum in the background. Now, just imagine being able to say that to yourself. Just feel the weight lift. The job is still terrible, but your relationship to it has fundamentally changed. That constant, low-grade panic about money, it's gone. Desperation is replaced with dignity. Panic is replaced with power. You are no longer a hostage. You see what happened? That boring, consistent habit just built you a full-blown escape hatch. It bought you a safety net, which gives you the freedom to look for the right job, not just any job. It bought you the power to just say no. And maybe most importantly, it bought you time, the most valuable thing of all. Time to maybe even go back to school or switch careers entirely. All right, let's flip the script. Let's look at it from another angle. Opportunity doesn't always send you an email a week in advance, right? Sometimes it just shows up. Imagine a friend you really trust comes to you with a brilliant idea for a side business. It's a perfect fit for you, but it needs a little bit of seed money to get going. This is another one of those game-changing shifts. Without savings, that conversation is over before it even starts. It's an automatic no. A door slammed shut. But with savings, you get a seat at the table. You go from being a spectator in your own life to an active player who can actually ask, okay, tell me more. What's the plan? Look at what your savings just created. Pure potential. You suddenly have the ability to invest in yourself and your own ideas. You have the freedom to take a smart, calculated risk. This could be the start of a whole new income stream, or maybe it gives you the breathing room to finally take that sabbatical and write that book you've been dreaming about. Your savings just bought you the ability to say yes. Okay, now for a much more serious and, unfortunately, a much more common situation. Because life happens. A parent gets sick, a sibling needs help, a loved one has a real emergency, and they need you now. It's an incredibly stressful, emotional time. In a moment like that, the absolute last thing you need is another layer of stress from money panic. And that's what your past discipline does for you. It removes the financial anxiety from an already overloaded emotional situation. That relief is just huge because all your energy can go to what actually matters: caring for your family, not worrying about the bills. In that moment, your savings account becomes something else entirely. It's a tool of support. It's a tool of care. It gives you the ability to help the people you love without wrecking your own finances. It buys you peace of mind and the power to simply be present for your family when they need you most. So when you boil it all down, the escape hatch from a bad job, the ticket to a new opportunity, the support system in a crisis, what you've really been buying this whole time is this: financial peace. And notice it's not about being rich. It's just a quiet, deep down confidence that whatever life decides to throw at you next, you got this. You can handle it. So here's the deal, plain and simple. It's a trade. You're making a conscious choice. You are accepting a small, totally manageable feeling of restriction today in exchange for a massive, life-changing feeling of control and freedom tomorrow. And honestly, that's probably one of the most powerful trades you will ever make in your entire life. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Every single dollar you put aside isn't gone. It's a building block. It's a vote that you're casting for your future self. With each one, you're building a future that has more options, more power, less anxiety, and the incredible freedom to live life on your own terms. Now, does that really sound so boring after all?